After graduating San Diego State, she would end up meeting a DJ who liked her. Finessed the situation, got the man to teach her how to DJ, but she still had to get up in her car and drive from LA to Pomona every week to use this equipment.
I can shout it now.
Do your thing. You know
shout out. He don't even DJ no more, but shout out to DJ Young Big, Brendan Baker.
Man, shout out.
He went to Cal Poly Pomona.
Okay.
We met, I think it was a Kappa party out here, and he was too young for me, but I was like, oh, you a DJ though? All right, bet. We can definitely.
She said, wait a minute.
Are you a DJ though? Okay, yeah. I mean, we could link, we could connect and shit like that, but it was, I wasn't really rocking with it like that just because he was younger than me.
Okay.
But I saw the opportunity, and he would definitely like make me pull up. There was no elevator, and we would pull that heavy ass equipment up the stairs, and like he would help me a little bit, but I definitely carried that heavy shit. He was like, "You gonna want to do this for real, right?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, so carry it."
Wow.
So.
Well, shout out to bro for being the vessel in her life. You
know what I'm saying?
So what were those lessons? How rough was it when you first started? Was it sounding terrible, or did you get on there and was it just natural again?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
It's so funny. My very, very first party was Pajama Jam. You just reminded me of that.
Yeah, the IE.
In the IE, and it was me, Young Bake, Charlie Cinco. I forgot who the last DJ was. But Brandon was like, all right, so look, I didn't have a computer at the time.
Okay.
He's like, all right, so look, you could go out of this one crate only. And I saw it was like all mainstream shit. So I did, but I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I could do better than this. But it was just so mainstream. I was like, fuck, this just don't sound good to me. I always wanted to scratch. My homie DJ C HUD, he taught me how to scratch. He was really good at scratching, and I would just like try to mimic it because it's really kind of hard to even teach someone to scratch. At least in my opinion, it's hard to teach someone to scratch. You just get it naturally the more you practice. But in the beginning, it did sound a little rough, but you know, like
it's cool
makes perfect.
though. Yeah, it's cool. Practice makes perfect. I mean, were you discouraged at all when you first started? Because that's where like most of the discouraged, because it's kind of like that one try. I suck. I don't want to do this no more. Were you discouraged at all?
Nah, because remember I said like that coach said I couldn't do it and I quit, and I said I'm never gonna do that again to myself.
Okay, so that was that is afterwards. Cool.
Yeah,
okay, perfect.
So it was definitely hard, but it was one of those like C HUD and I we would session literally every single day.
How long would the sessions be?
Well, he would go to school at West LA, so however long them classes were.
You was up there getting down.
He would let me use his computer for the whole day, and I would just do that. I mean, like I would have to go do some stylist work, but then I would come back and like do some DJing stuff. But that was like every single day. So I was just really in the lab. Like it reminds me of like how Kanye like locked himself in the room and would like make a beat every single day during the summer. So that's kind of how I felt.
That's crazy. That's the type of dedication you gotta have.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you still working in style and design. Okay, now where were you working at that point?
I was assisting, so that was around 2016, 2017. So I was assisting Addie Samuel, I think around that time. And her main clients were Janae Aiko, Big Sean, and Kelly Rowland. Those were her big star clients. And then she had some others. So it was really still busy for me. So.
Okay, now I gotta ask you, because I personally don't feel like I dress the best. Like I feel like I really don't.
You dress like a Cali man.
I mean,
no,
for
y'all
sure.
Getting y'all sweats and stuff.
This ain't even sweats. It's Fashion Nova right here. Come on, man.
Fashion Nova got sweats.
These are pants. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but what is some advice that you would give someone who would be like, you know what, Crystal the DJ, you're a fashion stylist. What should I do? How should I learn? How should I dress? How should I color coordinate? What are the things that you would advise that I do to start dressing better?
I would say, one, dress how you want, just because I think the confidence that you get by wearing what you want instead of what you think someone else thinks would look good on you or something like that, I think that makes a major difference in how you carry yourself, because people don't realize like how you carry yourself is already half of the job type shit. That's why I feel like I can wear whatever I want, because I'm very confident in myself and I exude that with how I walk, how I talk, and everything like that. So people are naturally, that's why Rihanna can wear literally a trash bag and we would call it fashion.
Facts.
You know, because she carries herself like I'm that bitch.
Yeah.
So one thing I would tell someone is first, it needs to come from within. Then I would say dress for like your body type. There are some guys that be wearing like mass skinny jeans, and if that's what you want, cool, but just like wear something that's flattering for your body type, shit like that. I love color. We tend to wear a lot of neutrals. I even found myself wearing a lot of neutrals when Kanye went in Kim's closet and took all the color out and put neutrals in.
Man,
I was
Kanye,
influenced by that for a little bit. So I'm like,
yeah.
let me start throwing a little color in there. It makes you feel better, you know?
Yeah.
So like things like that. But my main thing would be dress, have the confidence in whatever you wear, period, because that's already half the job.
What is your favorite fashion era? You know, like in the early 2000s, we got